Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Whatever it may be, wherever you may be. Welcome to the Darth Grumpy Dad Games Twitch stream. All right, it's been a hot minute. A hot minute since I put out a stream. Not that I haven't been gaming, because like I always am. I'm like just some old fucking disabled guy. That's really all I do is watch my grandkids and fucking video game. I unfortunately I'm just too lazy to fucking stream it all because I just like it becomes arduous to do so. But here we are, well into the D4 season, season 8. Uh, the season of I don't know what the fuck ever they call it. Mm-mm-mm. Season of Belial, I guess. I don't know. Got our legendary boss powers. I don't have them all maxed out. I haven't bothered. I mean, I guess I could level one of these up a little bit. Whoops. That should be this one, I believe, for this build. Fucked up and accidentally swapped it. But, all right, running us a little Sorceress here. Working on leveling my glyphs right now. They've made a tons of changes to the season and to the game itself as far as leveling and how long it takes to get there, how much XP you get, how hard it is to kill the bosses. They definitely made T4 a lot harder, right? So the whole thing is it's the typical thing in a video game service like this is the power creep. Like everyone wants a new badass build, so they get a new badass build. And then the next season rolls around and they nerf it, but they can only nerf it so much. Otherwise, people will get pissed off because they over nerf stuff. And so that leaves at the end of every season, new powers, new builds, new things stay just a little OP. So the ease at which you kill everything goes up. And after a while, it gets too easy and people are finishing the season too quickly. And so they have to either nerf the builds, which makes people mad, or just make the numbers go up on the monsters. Just make the monsters harder to kill. Just make the numbers bigger. And so that's basically what they've done. Is they made T4 a lot harder to get through. But let's see, I forgot where I was on my glyphs. I'm at 92 across the board. So I'm just going to go up one. Because I'm getting them done doing this at a decent rate. So I'm just kind of going with it. And they changed the chances you have to upgrade your glyph. They changed how that works. So up to like at a level 90, let me see. I just ran. Fuck. At level 92, if my gem is 92, I still have a 70% chance to upgrade it, which isn't bad chances. So it's worth just going up one level at a time. Like as soon as my glyph hits 93, it becomes a 55% chance. So even if you're struggling, you can still level your gems a little. And I'm just going to do this, push it up to 100, get all my gems to 100, so I don't have to worry about the pit that much anymore. And maybe put together and I'll go back to my Necro and work on it in the same fashion, probably because this build, like depending, like I have 2 builds, so when I'm running with other people, this build, the Sorceress here, kills trash quite well. Moves, it's fast. If I'm doing open world stuff, it moves through the open world fairly quickly. It's not a hard build to run. The rotation, there isn't a super important rotation, as near as I can tell. And since I'm playing on console, as you can see by the letters under my action bar, I have my skills set up, so I pretty much just hold the buttons. I just have to tap the RB when the Ice Blades is ready, when the cooldown's done, and tap the Y button after 10 seconds to reinitiate Unstable Currents, which is my ultimate. I'm just going off the build on max roll because I am not autistic brained enough to come up with my own fucking build. I'm just not. It's that's just the way it goes, man. And there's so much there are so many things involved in leveling your master, working it, applying tempers, stuff in the tree, the way the passive, they really buffed up how much passives affect your build in your tree, right? So it just gets to the point where having a secondary build that performs as optimum performance is kind of a fucking pain in the ass. So it comes to just choosing like even if they're going to be on different characters, what's going to be your speed, your open world build, and what's going to be your main boss killer build, right? Now, like I said, this is one of the overall best builds in the game because it does all right in the pit. As you can see, it's level 92, and it's clearing the mobs fairly quickly. I've ground out all the mythics for this. I only had to craft one. I had to craft my Harlequin crest, but the Ring of Starless Skies was the first mythic that dropped for me, which was the reason I decided to make this build. I was like, oh, that top rank S Sorc build uses this ring, so I'll make one of those in a bit. So I held on to it for a while until I got bored with the Necro and came and built this, right? I basically just had a cache full of Whisper caches from the Tree of Whispers, and after I created my new character, I dropped them all on the ground and leveled my character to like level 40. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, man, I should have just had a few more of those and got them to 50 or something. But that's definitely the way to go about leveling a new character. And in the background, I am listening to Andrew Wison, The Crucible. And recently, he was in a debate with a gentleman who clipped, cut, and edited a segment of their debate to make it sound like Andrew Wison was supporting SA of women, right? Which is an abject lie, right? And every idiot on the internet, every I don't want to say liberal idiot, but it's pretty much every liberal idiot. There are a number of people who claim to be conservative who also have seen it and commented and said nasty shit, called Andrew nasty names, and then when, like a couple, I've seen on Twitter, a couple of them straight up, when confronted with the video in whole, when confronted with what was actually said and the order, and the proper phrasing, and what, that it was a debate. The discussion at the time was what he was saying. He was using a hypothetical to demonstrate the flaw in his opponent's logic. Right? It's not a real thing, not a hypothetical, not a hypothetically speaking. And the entire thing has just been blown the fuck out of proportion. But as I've stated before, I kind of have a broken brain, and I just need something in the background to listen to while I'm gaming, because after gaming any video game for any amount of time, I quickly get tired of the sound effects. I just really don't need a lot of them. Right? I just don't. Especially games like this. Now, there are some games where you need to hear where, like, you're being sneaky and you need to hear the surrounding environment. This is not one of those games. Probably have it. Yeah, I do have it on, but I have it turned down to my headset. I don't need, So I'm sure you guys can hear the sound effects, but it's okay. It's okay, bro. And what I'm listening to right now is live. He's online. Crucible.com or the Crucible YouTube page. I prefer to listen to live broadcasts because there's not a fuck ton of commercials in the middle of the live, right? I don't have to worry about listening to commercials for erectile dysfunction or tampon card or anything. I just don't. Right? And there's a bunch of those that won't just stop playing after, right? They'll go on and on and on. It's like, fuck, my hands are full on playing this game. I don't want to listen to this commercial again. Give me a platform on this. Oh. This build is pretty tanky. Like, if I wanted, I could just stand here, pretty much eat almost everything. I have to give it that. But there's something about teleporting once in a while as well that kicks in some of the damage multipliers. I haven't quite figured out which passive it is or how it works, but it definitely does seem to help us teleport once in a while. So I tend to like hit the Y button and the evade button at the same time. So if like see the currents is up when I hit the evade, so I hit them both at the same time. So that's my rotation. I hold down the A, the X button, the right trigger, or the left trigger, the right trigger, tap the right button, then just roll my thumb up, hit Y and RB at the same time every once in a while. It does build stun pretty well as well. Good. Inside joke. Goes back to Jargate. Yeah. Doesn't even know. It's not. He's just a co-host. He's not even really a co-host. He's just a frequent guest. They just ask him on a lot on the whatever. He has his own channel called The Crucible. He's the guy's literally debated a couple thousand people, men and women, all walks of life. He doesn't care. If you want to have a debate, he'll debate you. See, we're at 70, hit level 92. These are at 92. I find that if you just do one at a time and move over, you have a pretty good success rate. Boom! Okay, usually I at least miss one. One of them fails, right? And say if I would have tried this one and it failed, I'd have moved on anyways. Like the chances of hitting the next one, getting it to go successfully, seem to be higher than just trying to hit this one again. I could be completely fucking wrong, but that's just what it seems like.
For having done anything wrong. I just all wish that I would get missing. While going after me.
Oh, I should just jump right back in. Oh, my potion went down. Lost. Not lost. Go up to 93.
Made up total lies. Why? Because, like, the thing is so funny about this is like this type of stuff I'm seeing right now, capture. They're not even pushing it. They're not even right. They're not even.
And it does seem to far better when you're hitting a group, right? Yeah, just ask a clarifying question. Yes, what is a paleo Christian?
Also is putting out headline conservatism. This thing, by the way, it's just a headline on the ground. Seven Head says she is clearly a player. So
ask the question, ask I'm having one drive material.
Illicit material. I remember that the women's rights advocates like Bosch for driving. That women's advocates take custody of
because they've all gone to jail for this shit, right? It's straight up busted sending dick pics to people. And yet Andrew's the fucking bad guy. Welcome to American politics.
Exactly. Guy down there, he's like, it's not advocating for this. Putting it internal.
What is that? Oh my god. I was in a discussion with somebody on Facebook. And they accused me of being incapable of logic and not knowing what it was. And in the post, the post just ahead of that, that they were replying to, I listed the laws of logic, the three main laws of logic of the laws. I literally listed them, and said how their post had violated all three of them, right? And then they told me I was incapable of logic. There's no fucking clue whatsoever. And I was responding to I asked them 4 simple questions, and they obviously, it was like 3 paragraph long, not a single typo, not a single fucking typo in like 4 paragraphs, right? Very academically, they obviously put a query question into their browser AI and copy pasted it, right? Yeah, I accused him of using ChatGPT. Like, I've never used ChatGPT. And I'm like, all right, fine, that's irrelevant. You use the AI browser, right? The AI in whatever browser you're using, right? And you just copy paste it. Like, see, it's fucking, it's Facebook. It's Facebook. Like, there's just no way you type 4 paragraphs and don't make some dramatic errors. It just, there's this thing called autocorrect, and it lives to fuck you. It just does. Excuse me.
Do you think that might actually turn them off of women?
Yeah.
Perhaps you, the lunatic woman,
Holy shit. Okay, that generally doesn't go like that. Time to clear out.
What does it have to do with what we're talking about? What does that even have to do with anything?
What the fuck does that got to do with what we're talking about? Where are we at here? 1,000. Okay.
Greetings.
Got here. Nothing's getting upgraded. What do I do? Ooh. Ah. Now, if that poison resistance, if that Uber was on the intelligence, I would definitely try and make this This one's
you.
fucking
You're making young men
definitely,
mistrustful.
definitely,
No, I
def.
think that it's shit like this that makes young men distrustful of women, lady.
But the moment I try and roll that poison resistance for something else, I'll lose the Uber affix. Don't really need this. All right. Garbage.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's do it. Step up to the fucking plate, you fucking rookie. Step the fuck up. This is why we mansplain? Yeah,
Because we have to. Yes, some feminist. It's the arbiter of what masculinity is. No.
I was a young man. Content at a decade base of being age. Great content work.
Even in this exchange, when Andrew is confronted with an actual person, character, usually associated with masculinity.
I don't know. Like people say, atheism is the more logical position. And I don't get that. I just like, I go, all right, God either exists or he doesn't exist, right? Like, that's a 50-50. That's a 50-50. Like, they can't even really like mathematically quantify. Like the mind of God is categorically different from the mind of man. So for us to be able to, it's impossible for us to mathematically quantify it whether God exists or not. Unfortunately, that's just the way it is. It's beyond us and our capacity for the time being, right? Like sooner or later, yeah, I'll bet we'll get it figured out. But here's the thing. We can mathematically quantify the possibilities of the Big Bang Theory creating the universe. And it's something like 200 octillion to 1 for the possibility. Like 1 in 200 octillion. Like that's 200 with 800 zeros behind it. That the Big Bang did not, right? It just didn't. The chances did not happen and did not create the universe. And that's just, that number is just based on one thing. When you look at like in the very early, like 100 millionth of a millionth of a nanosecond, that the core properties of quantum physics were set within the parameters that would allow the universe to exist. Right? Positive and negative electrons and their attraction. That's 4 different numbers, right? But those were even set. That allowed, because if they were off by any degree, and I mean any degree, the universe would have failed to coalesce. You know, versus a 50-50 chance. I was just like, not sure, you people, are you, like, but I'm off on a totally different tangent from what they're talking about.
There's a lot of exposing going on around the world.
People need to be aware that these kinds of conversations are happening online and people are taking it home.
How's it targeting kids when it was on a podcast, a dating podcast that's literally for adults? That's like, it's not TVMA, but it's definitely, you know, they're discussing adult dating topics.
Said something once, I think.
You want to have one level up. Just one level up.
Anna Cox. So Anna Cox tweeted this out. I should go tell her what you think. They fucking lied. Her handle is Anna.
Gotta keep moving. That, like, just like Diablo 3, when you're in the higher GRs or the GRs you're having troubles with, you just got to keep moving, because either you have a build that instantly kills elites, or it takes out the trash fast. And this takes out the trash pretty quickly, so I just got to keep moving and kind of kill the trash.
Just spitballing here, but sounds like Andrew Wison tried being assaulted.
Oh, dead end. Shit. See if I can get this crowd to follow me.
Based on situation. Stupid.
Come on, boys, over this way.
Get to her and said, "This is fucking stupid. Just extend the clip. Isn't in any way saying SA is good. I watched the whole debate. You're smarter than this, right?"
Wow, even Gerald got into it. Just Gerald.
Jake Rattlesnake says, "Stop spitballing. You actually watched the debate." So, like this is out of context.
I feel like this is out of context.
Sounding stupid. Yeah, that wasn't with the context of what he said. You're watching the actual debate, idiot. That's not the entire discussion. It's out of context. It's honest coward. He says,
Schrodinger's feminist. Equally empowered and oppressed at the same time. Equally. And depending on the situation, they'll decide which one is more all of a sudden. More oppressed. And more bossman. More. Come on. Yep. He's done it's 4 or 5 debates with feminists over the past couple of weeks who are supposed to be really like top-notch debaters on the particular topic they were debating. But it turns out these people are top-rated TikTok debaters, which means they have a mute button when they're talking to people, and they just mute anyone anytime they're making a point or moving the discussion in a more logically relevant area, right? Fucking hilarious. And then when they get in a room, an actual room with somebody else where they can't chat GPT all their arguments, right? And they can't just mute the other person, stop them from speaking. They crumble. They just fall to pieces. Insane. fuck. Where the fuck did I miss a turn? We'll have to fucking backtrack. Jesus fuck. Incel losers. Men with wives and children are not incels. Who do they consistently call incels? Men with wives and children. Single. Fuck, I'm never gonna beat this boss. Oh, maybe I got 4 minutes. I might be able to. Another gentleman blocked me at these. As soon as I pointed out, he had this particular worldview about authoritarianism, and I pointed out how the things he believed, to implement them and force people to do the things he believes, by necessity requires authoritarianism. And authoritarianism throughout history is what has caused most famines and most, right? And those authoritarian governments and societies believed the things he believed. Fucking block you. Straight up fucking block you.
Why do they all have absolute
bragging about his degree in history? I was like, well, if your degree didn't teach you ought not lie, it's probably not worth much. Yeah, that was fun. Didn't think I was fun.
That must be why they want to redefine dead. Of course,
Suppose I have to kill these things to fucking kill him.
Up a narrative and they just keep going with the narrative. What's actually true? Kind of being a war Charlie. No wonder they try to redefine it. Redefine it to what?
Write it off as just.
You didn't write it off.
I just made it all the fuck up. Another person got extremely upset because they were talking about Republicans believing conspiracy theories and da-da-da-da. And I just asked them if they believed that Donald Trump was a Russian accent. agent, and that Tulsi Gabbard was a Russian agent, and that RFK was a Russian agent, and that Russia stole 2 elections, and if they did, they were xenophobic. Yeah, they fucking played. Just spurred out. 6 paragraphs spurred out.
Said, haven't shown anybody that we actually said. Normalized races like this. That's gray area. What's she fucking talking about? They have those eyes.
The crazy eyes. Cray. Didn't even bring up that this. It's crazy. Cray. Oh yeah. Oh, I fucking did. What the fuck? We'll try and run this a couple times. I think kind of like the D3, some of this depends. Being able to pass this depends on what trash you get, right? Because it seems like some trash just dies easier and grants you more progression. I'm sure, some bosses are easier to fucking take out. You know how it goes. Yeah. Yeah. Women are attracted to liberal men. I like people go, well, the alt-right conspiracy theory media, right? So I just post a bunch of articles like working out is the underpinnings of white supremacy. These are actual articles. There's actual articles that state that getting up early is the basis for white supremacy. They're actual, factual articles written by college students. Promoted it, like, you can go look them up. Right? Waking up early, the roots of white supremacy. Working out, the roots of white supremacy. The history of white supremacy and working out. Yes, fucking crazy. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I at least want the XP out for fucking killing this bitch, right? Yeah. That's something like for years and years I've told people take your meds, get offline. It's bad for your condition, whatever the fuck that condition is. It's just fucking bad for it. You shouldn't be here. Call your therapist. I'm sure he'll agree you should not be online. It's incredibly surprising how many people are like, I take my meds and my therapist is fine with me being online.
Greetings. How shall I guide my hammer?
Holy shit. Oh my god. That, yeah, okay. And still, the dude he's showing on camera is like definitely a reason why women aren't attracted to liberal men. Yeah, left one of each.
You just put on a phony ass pair of glasses so that you look smart, but you're so stupid you didn't even take 5 seconds to research if this was true or not. But she has crystals in her pocket.
Oh, let's make like 5 of each for now. She's got crystals.
What the fuck is this crazy blog talking about? Again. Crazy fucking eyes every time.
Crazy fucking eyes.
Now this chick, this is a stereotype. She wears the fake doofus glasses so that she can appear to be smart. She has the dumbass purple hair, right? Just like every form of, hey, stay as far the fuck away from me if you're a male as possible. Calling card, she's got all of them. Every one of them. What do you call a woman with 2 brain cells pregnant?
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
That was not the argument at all. Never was the argument. Completely made up. Yeah, well, see, let me help you out. The reason you're confused right now, because what you thought you heard wasn't actually the truth. And instead of taking the few seconds necessary to go and verify that you're fucking dumb, you actually ran with it and thought that making this video would be a good idea and that I wouldn't see that shit and that I wouldn't be like, you're fucking stupid. Not just you, but the thousands upon thousands of people like you who actually fell for the clickbait from a known sex pest, you fucking dolts. Got to be the dumbest fucking people who've ever lived. Hello, Andrew.
Oh. I'm gonna need more incense ingredients soon. Just go off and run a whole bunch of hell tides. Load up on living steel. I think I have a bunch of hearts actually. I could probably just go kill the Blood Maiden. So I have 1,000, which will get me a whole bunch of blood as well, which I have a whole bunch. And then go open a bunch of chests to get some steel. Yes. Yes. I think. Yeah, these are just. Mic drop.
It is terrifying, but it also is a complete and total figment of your imagination. Nyla Stanley for $5, I appreciate it. Mr. Treework says, playing pretend is second nature for some of these women. Probably why they support the trans movement as much as they do. Yeah,
If I get bored, I guess I can go also. Oh, which ones are these? I know I have. There we go. I've got a bunch of these. Right. It takes, like, they go way faster with, like, 3-4 people. Just smash through them. Not just go get boss keys.
Right, but it's always the blue-haired feminist lunatics who do the clap talking. I don't know why they do this. Right?
I don't get it either.
They clap talk.
I was bummed about these because if you got a bunch of boss man, you have a pretty good chance of getting a rune every time you kill a boss.
Jesus doing the clap.
Seems like I have really good chance of getting a rune from like Lord Zir, and I don't think not quite as much from Grigo, but from Lord Zir and from Beast in the Eyes. Almost always drop a fucking rune, and you can kill them so much faster. Then you can do one of these to get the 4 runes it drops at the end. It only drops 4 runes. You can kill Lord Zir 4 times before you get through the first floor of a 3 or 4 floor. Yeah, fuck. All right, let's see. Try this a couple more times if I have the patience for it. See if we get some better. Get some better pets.
Says for $10, a misunderstanding of this is the only evidence they have. That's why they're storming. Yeah, but all the hills to die on, this has got to be. It's just so easily on. So easy to point out that there's just a. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking
back
absurd.
this way.
Some of them change and still. Shout out to Mike. Yes, it's great. It's like every right now over the age of 16 years because people want to have a time stamp or whatever. I think they lack comprehension.
Fuck, come on. Hit a wall again. I'd have to just go back and run a whole bunch of like 75s, try and get a couple more Paragon in the tree. He never said it was. Now she's definitely making a way. That's what the fuck? was the result of all their friends going, ew, you slept with that dude? Oh, I didn't really mean to. I didn't mean to sleep with him. I really, like,
I and you have zero comprehension of what you said. You want to negotiate. I want to internationally reacting.
let's try the next floor. I'm done here.
Do you ever wonder if they ever think like, what is she arguing? What is she arguing?
Oh, it's fucking weird as fuck, though.
Arguing with anything that I said. She's just made up a narrative and she's arguing against a made up that. Again, Andrew Wison. Tears.
That this woman is obviously confirming that women lie about being SA'd to save their reputation among their own girlfriends. So they now cannot trust. They just can't. Like, how could you?
Kelly Mitchell Cortez says this is no different. Completely upfront for even being this all day about fake narratives and revenge. Actually, different. Hyper girl.
Yeah, being mad about some shit you did in a fucking dream, and then being mad about it all day. I have had, yeah, yes. It's like, yeah, nobody's.
disgusting.
Almost 6 minutes this time. I might be able to beat it.
This is fucking stupid. It boggles my mind. Time and effort into these people to make the responses what it would take it to check the facts. I know. Yeah, a bunch of straw men in the brain.
Bunch of straw men in his brain. Ugh. No, there's supposed to be a bunch of debates later today too, so actual debates. That should be interesting. I believe Jim Bob has one today, I think. I'm not positive. I think Rob Noor might have one. Nope, not gonna do it. Not gonna get it done. Needed to be at the halfway point by here. Nope. No shit. Fuck. That was his argument. mean men? Yeah, you mean men.
At least I can put my skills to use.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna need a source.
Just kill me.
You got a fucking source for that? Fucking just total fucking moron. Yeah, can we get a fact check on this? Can we get a fact check and make sure that this is correct? Oh my lord. Here we go. Next guy. Oh. Here's the next guy for his go off. Here's our next go off guy. He's gonna get laid. You kidding me? And the thing is, I'm not even surprised that he said this. I'm surprised they published this. Like, at no point did the host of the whatever podcast say, you know what, maybe we shouldn't be having this conversation right now. Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with the conversation that we were having to fucking twin. They never fight fair. They never engage in good faith. They never give the benefit of the doubt. Not one step back. Yeah, fuck them.
Hell, fuck him. Oh, fuck. Oh, da-da-da. I'm trying to make up my mind what to go do next. I don't know.
Yeah, have a wee gamble. Not a
You're
bad
fucking
goal.
stupid. You're too fucking stupid.
Too bad, friend.
Genius is my ass. Genius is my fucking ass. That for some people, it is not a bad thing to get SA. They just completely make it up. Oh yeah, so then we go over to the fucking jar thing. Not it. Here we go.
The fact that Japan actually has some kind of influence over the younger generation is absolutely horrifying.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
Buh.
Well, I do. What did I do?
For what? Doesn't matter. Just bad. Just bad.
Next is bad for certain people. There we go. Let's get to his commentary.
Yeah.
Definitely this guy's gonna.
Ugh.
He's definitely gonna get laid for sure.
Take a minute here.
How could this be the 10th time that you reported this segment, but you never went and looked? How? How could that be that this is the 10th time you've reported on the segment and never actually listened to it? I think I'm having fatigue feminism at this point. Yeah, also, it's really bad, like David Wood's video against you, maybe even worse. Pretty bad. It's really funny with David Wood. He's like trying to delegitimize me at the beginning. Arguer of OnlyFans, opener of jars. Like, I can't just be like, oh, David Wood, ex-prison convict, felon, con artist, Found his faith while he was on a bathroom shower floor when he was in prison. Yeah, like, I don't know why these people think that that they're going to delegitimize me this way. Like, they have way more to hit than I do. All these people are genetic dead ends, for sure. For sure. Apparently, we have to be careful about mocking people because it could get taken out of context by complete dipshits. Correct. This is the world's dumbest shadow boxing competition. Also correct.
Describe how disgusting this shit is. Billions of subs, by the way. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of young men are following this guy, bro.
True. I'll check the dono chat real quick. True. You know why? Because when you lie about a person this incessantly, people go, huh, I wonder what that guy's saying right now. Imagine thinking that you would delegitimize me by coming up with a collective lie and then reporting on it as though it's true. Imagine that you thought that you would drive men away from this show or women away from this show by lying over and over and over and over, as though that isn't the thing that pushes people to guys like me. Stupid. Reminds me of the Mormon thing. Dum, 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 dum. Dum, 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 dum. All right. If Mr. Enigmatic, I think he had an appointment today. He might not be in the chat. If he's not in the chat, I need a mod to add these up, please. Metro Man really let himself go. $10 comes in from CRS Scott, says nothing, just want to support the stream. $15 from Downside, W Chat, W Crucible Crew, W Andrew. Much love from Iraq. Best of luck to you in the chat. Thank you. $5 from Steelborn. Okay. $10 from Debate You Student. Hey, Andrew, been studying fallacies per debate you advise. Can you explain the appeal to ignorance fallacy and give an example? Any claim made by appealing to a lack of evidence? I'm not sure that we put an appeal to ignorance in there, or if we did, it wasn't from me. So we touched on kind of the major ones you'd see over and over again. $10 from Sons of Liberty. Hey, bro, fuckface, you're a net negative to feminists. You've contributed to me going back to Christ, and I thank you for the concerted attack of evil known as feminism. My sincerest gratitude and thanks to you. Well, thanks to you as well. $5 from 5 billionaire bachelor. Trump and Tommy Robinson's or Zioshills, neither of them will aid the Sons of Adam. Trump may be a false messiah, revelation. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. $5 from 46 says, I'd like to apologize on behalf of all rednecks out there. There's a few of us liberal douches, but the mass majority are not. I know. $10 from Cullen says, shithead feminist Oliver, what a fuckhead. Then 20-second clips of you trying to make you look bad. Didn't work for him. Coping so hard, he's growing a vulva. True. $20 comes in from John GQ. This is proving to be a giant indicator event for creators. Yeah, it's something else. $5 from Snagglebeast. Andrew, do you plan on reviewing the baseless slander and terribly shitty comedy from David Wood? Yeah, but I may not be able to today. $20 from Ice Kirby. Stay strong, warriors. I want to thank you for teaching me. Sorry. Hang on. Teaching me so much, and thank you for taking on the lunacy. God bless you, Andrew. Thank you, too. Big $100 dono from Carrie says, balls palsy. So, well, it's Bell's palsy, right? Balls palsy. So trauma, bitch, please. You got hit with logic for the first time ever. Welcome to life, Andrew. Great show as usual. Yes, it is. $15 from Downside. I don't know if you read my last dono, but sure, take some more. I will. $20 from Caper Swift. Nice to see you add to the grift. This is why dumb progressives are so dangerous, because they're willing to lie and lie about people they don't know and arguments they don't understand. Correct. $10 from Dylan. For the libtards that are bringing more members to the crew, it is awful nice of them. $15 from Random Dude, a feminist evening, drunk journaling her oppression in a $70 notebook, chilling in her apartment built and maintained by men. Her smart fridge reminds her to buy a kale while she streams Girl Boss on the TV. She didn't even mount herself. Also true. $5 says, in before, you probably chastised my last comment, called me an idiot for going off topic. I did. I just don't care about these people. No longer surprised how one of them posts a lie online, the rest of them run with it. Well, me either, but I still think it's funny. $10 from Lieutenant JT Marsh. Looking forward to this big announcement. Here's a little something for the grift. Big announcement got pushed back, but only by a couple of days. $40 from Mr. Man 487 says nothing, just want to show support for the stream. $5 from PG, since this is making the rounds on TikTok, seems an invasion would be perfect timing. Agreed. $10 from Critical Thinker, when the olive jar is the left biggest win of the year, they should perhaps reconsider some life choices. Agreed. $20 from Otis Driftwood, not one step back for the crew. Appreciate that. $5 Billionaire Bachelor, mentally handicapped TikTok narcissist. Someone posted a vid, someone I don't like, something outrageous. Post a vid, pro-clutching disgust, belonging to the hive, jibber jabber. Never seen people so collectively this stupid. Not one of them. You would think at least one of them would have done their due diligence before trying to run such a hefty slander campaign, you would think. You would think. But they're really fucking stupid. They're just really stupid. Mr. Treework, thank you for the Crucible membership. I appreciate it very much. Very kind of you. Noah Strong says for 20, David Wood really beat his dad's head with a hammer and wants to tell me about morality. Yeah. Why do these girls reject fathers but seem to be willing to call men daddy? I don't know. No idea. Stop watching all that evil TikTok. Are you kidding? I'm having the time of my fucking life, bro. Like, these people gave me Christmas, my birthday, and everything else all rolled into one. What do you mean? This has got to be one of the best days of the year for me, watching this shit. This type of cope is just delicious. This video is really quiet. But this is by far the creepiest thing that I've seen all day. Wait, hang on. You sent another one, Moon? Okay, let me grab the other one. This one's just too fucking quiet. 1 second. Is this the not quiet one, hopefully, Moon? Let me check. No, this one's still too fucking quiet. I don't know why that one's so quiet. We'll just have to deal with it. We'll just have to deal with it. But anyway, here's this crazy sexual fantasy this woman has about me.
I feel like you should test that theory out for us, Andrew. Since you so boldly be out here spewing your fucking bullshit, go ahead and be the victim. Maybe you'll enjoy it. Let us know.
How about you bend over, drop trial, and let some guys test it out on you? See if at any point you fucking enjoy it.
So to make sure I got this right. By the way, Big 200 comes in from Silent. Thank you. Appreciate that. Very kind of you. So to make sure that I got this right, all of these women want me to get SA'd because they're claiming that I was promoting SA. Ah, I see. Feminist Logic 101. Let's go to the next one. You could make the case that, like, grape it. Hang on. We'll get to his stupid monologue. There we go. Here's another go off, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait to hear it.
Unfortunately, for men who are too far gone like this, the only thing that actually would change their mind is lived experience. And no one wishes that on anybody. And no one wishes that on anybody.
You could make the case that, like, oh, Ryan wants me to call him? Yeah, I can give him a buzz. Why is it always irrational fear of SA, weird segregation? It's the weirdest shit ever. Remember, Andrew? Yeah, Rachel SAs you all the time while you're asleep. We learned that from the feminists too. I know. Grab me some more. All right, let me give Brian a buzz here. Second.
My demons are quiet here.
Brian, I sent a message to you here on Discord.
Sorry, I'm also typing some responses here.
We'll see what he has to say. Sorry, I didn't see it in the chat. I didn't see it in the chat. Jungle F for 100 says, without any delay, we must summon a stiff vodka drink to get through this. I just had my wife bring me an anniversary drink. Everyone join in. Cheers. Can't have any drinks with you guys today. I'm sorry. Right? Sorry. When I travel around, I do a bit of drinking, but then I promptly put myself back on the wagon. I think with all of their talk, right there. Sorry about that. I think with all their talk about influencing thousands of men, I believe there's jealousy at this point. No shit. No shit. Big time. They see when we're on, Brian makes, sometimes he'll have more than $10,000 in a single episode sent in to him. Of course, they're fucking upset. They're upsetty spaghetti. It's hilarious when women act tough. All I can think of is Mike Tyson's quote, social media made y'all way too comfortable. Ryan said he'll call it in a few. Okay. With disrespecting people, not getting punched in the face for. Well, it's true. The first ones to incessantly screech about SA, first ones to wish it on someone else. It's true. That's a good point. Let's watch another one. You say like certain. Here we go. This dude's definitely going to get laid, bro. Look how he starts. He just can't believe what he's just heard. He can't believe what he's just heard. Now he could have taken a couple of minutes to just go figure it out, but nope, he's not going to do that. He's going to look at the camera baffled. He's just going to look at the camera baffled. That's it.
4.46 million.
My controller's going away. Da-da-da.
This is just the tip of the iceberg.
I'm almost done here.
There's a whole world of content like this that a lot of young men subscribe to, which is mind-bogglingly stupid. To the young men that are on this app that love content like that, where people just own the feminists, like Charlie Kirk and Ben Shapiro, let me tell you something.
Oh, great. I can't wait to fucking hear your words of wisdom. Guy who looks like he's actually filming this from a closet. Am I crazy, or is he filming this from a fucking closet? Is he in his fucking closet, dude?
About feminism. It is also beneficial to young men.
Makes sense. Of course it is. Why not just respond to all these women with a very witty and famous Carl Benjamin Sargon of Akkad rejoinder? What are you talking about? I'm having a good time. Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up and mind your own business?
Okay, what feminism teaches is that human beings aren't meant to be locked into these gender-specific roles, okay? Women can go get an education and improve their quality of life, and their successfulness in life is not based on whether or not they complete these specific gender-affiliated tasks. And young men can take the same lesson and apply it to their own life. Because here's the thing.
You know, I like how he put out an entire like little synopsis about how it helps women. But then when it comes to men, he's just like, and you can apply this in your own life. It doesn't actually tell us anything.
When you are growing up as a young man
Yeah.
in today's day and age,
Yeah.
you're told that you are to become a husband, a father, and a provider.
Good.
Now, certain circumstances may come into your life where it's hard to become one or two or all three of these things.
Yeah, true. Like feminism. Happy anniversary, Andrew. You have to do an invasion with all this crap going on. Look, I can't do one this weekend. I have some other things going on. I just can't do one. Sorry.
That doesn't mean that your life is a failure. That doesn't. You could find so much more meaning in life than accomplishing these gender-affiliated tasks. If you want to be these things, then by all means, go do it. Go be a husband, go be a father, go be a provider. If you want to do that, there's nothing wrong with that. But you have to understand that, your life is not meaningless until you get those things.
Has he won anybody over yet? He says people aren't supposed to be locked into gender roles while being locked in a closet, literally. It's Shaggy 2025, yeah. He's, Smoky Man, bad Shaggy.
You have value. There is a deeper quality of life before you obtain those things. The people that just don't learn this lesson end up creating or subscribing to podcasts like this where they just project all of their insecurities onto women, and they teach that women are just these objects that are designed to be impregnated, and your only goal in life as a man should be to impregnate one of these women.
Is he trapped in his closet by his girlfriend until he puts out the soy boy feminist? I don't know.
Oh my God. I love materialists. People who believe that we are only the material we're made of.
He convinced me.
Like, they don't stop for a second and think, well, the thoughts in my head aren't tangible. Like, they're not tangible physical things we can interact with. Right? So that means they exist, but they exist on some other plane. And if all we are the materials we're made of, then our mind doesn't exist. Doesn't exist. Our thoughts don't exist. It's not real. We're not real. Nothing we think is real. And then they try to tell you that things are objectively real, but how can they say that when their mind isn't even real? The thing that would determine what is objectively real doesn't exist. Okay. I'd give my hands a good rest, and we're starting to cramp up. So I've done some typing on my phone. No, that was incredibly boring for y'all. Let's see. Should I? Time 3:19. So this pretty much just started. Let's pop in here. Pop in here.
I'd rather just leave, and then you guys have no one to degrade.
Let's stay only as long as we need to.
I don't even know what the fuck that was. Went all the way back to the French Revolution. We will just go kill the Blood Maiden a few times. Round up a fair amount of... Oops, did I... Oh, totally went the wrong way. killed Chickaboo a few times here.
So there, I don't know if he has children, but I know about that. Yep, got that too. There. Yep. Okay, we're 50, 60 years old. This guy's 9 years old.
Oh, they moved. It sounds like they moved on to. Wow, I wasn't paying attention.
What is this?
Idiots like you, in your own research, easily have this data. It would have been good for you to have actually why it is that you have relationships, generational relationships are on the rise. Why it is people are loving because of it. Very strange. Why this is off the New York Post.
Oh, yeah, there's a.
It is done.
Why would
This
that be?
up. There we go.
It's your inductive reason. You can probably figure this out without ever even looking at it. See, it works like this. Let's say that you're, I don't know, a 20-year-old girl, and you want to have a family. Well, your selection choices of 20-year-old men who want to settle down and have a family with you are not very high, and the amount of them that can afford one also not
It
very
is
high.
done.
Every time he
Yes, that's
points
the
this
case.
out, people freak out too.
Have begun looking for 30-year-olds or even older than that they can have a
Let's
stable
see.
family home life.
Drop this one.
And they seem to want to have those types of resources, and those men seem to be fine giving them to them. That's why we're arguing about this all the time. Made it impossible due to feminism to have any sort of household on a one-income family, and most people don't even start making any decent money until they're in their 30s. So what do you do with all the young women who want to settle down and have kids? What do you do with
They
them?
need to look for men in their 30s.
Begun looking upwards in mobility, haven't they?
Now, another argument tends to get made here at this point that
What's interesting to me
30 minutes left.
is that it's not going to let you fucking lie and get your argument up. He's making the same argument that speech, talking essay variables. The last dude on TikTok, it's as well essay.
Of course. They always do.
Anyway, that's why those you're going to see them continue to go on. It's likely to. Does that mean that it's going to comment? I seriously doubt that. Yeah, it's.
I ain't gonna worry about.
So. You get really upset by this prospect. I wonder why. Why do they get so mad about it? I don't know. Why do you think it's so bad? Relationship.
At which point, men are like, "Ew, how many other dudes you slept with?" That's alright. How much lower are the chances of you getting pregnant than a 20-year-old woman? Oh, that's a lot. Oops. Get over here.
This actually happened. How you know? Your argument against the age gap relationships? I'll never tell. It's my secret. Until it comes up.
at this. We got about 15 minutes left. And we'll go. Or until I run out of hearts. I only got 6 left. I thought I had more. We'll just go open chest at that point.
Like this guy has fucking more gray in his hair than I do. This dude has more gray in his fucking hair than me. You could call him being 41, he's 30. Shut the fuck up. You're trying to make it. I'm saying you should get to go to people 19 or 18-year-old just take the bike. Just pick it up. Okay. Gotcha. Alright, you guys can't make arguments against it. Except he's kind of icky, but if I say that about gay people, he'd be like, he's not a legitimate argument. It's not a legitimate argument. I'm like, right, exactly. Check your fucking phone. There's a lot more in the dono chat. We'll stack up off. Now we have a longer, much longer video. Wait, are they ever coming? Another second. Looks like Brian might go.
Oh yeah, you had a debate with a feminist who like
Perhaps Brian.
who violated the terms of a contract she signed for an appearance, debate Andrew, and she was trying to sue him because she filed, like it was really weird. Guy claims she felt threatened or a bunch of just weird shit.
I see it. You get the delay. What's up, man? Can you hear me? You're muted on your end. Mic is off. Sure, mic is off. It's off. Sure. Oh, it flashed for a second. Now it's back to muted. Can you hear me? Hello? Yeah.
Boomer attack.
The audio shit on my end.
I don't fall victim to boomer attack. I fall victim to Gen X tech.
Takes a second.
Fucking stupid Gen Xer.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so this whole thing's been pretty crazy. I've received on my end this whole thing probably 100 plus messages directed at me about Oliver's very misleading I haven't sure Andrew received much more. And,
Only
it's
got one
kind of
heart
from
left.
characters that
Time to go
can
open some
share
chests.
during
Let's
the
see.
very incredible grace to Oliver.
Let's head here first, I guess. We'll just walk. We got time. We got 20 minutes, and I only have like 600.
Sent and received. And then he admitted to manipulating to do things they didn't want to do. I just find that kind of interesting. When you showed him the next day, he's off totally, not just the clips themselves, Andrew, And I think I
I'll
pointed
drop
this out to you when you
down
were in
through here
studio.
and grab these.
Like the captions, the descriptions. He actually does like a quote of you, like in one of the subtitle cards or whatever it's called, title cards. He does a quote of you, and it's literally something you didn't say. It's like his slanderous misrepresentation of what you said, which is completely disgusting. And, well, yeah, I wanted to. There was a TTS, if I remember correctly, which came through. The TTS was asking about all of us checkered past, and me being a guy who's focusing on debates and topics at hand, instead opted to say, I'm not interested in engaging with anything in your life or anything which is defamatory towards you. I'm only interested in the arguments. Well, I was punished greatly for that. Yeah. Is there, by the way, I'm calling in from my shitty cell phone. And does it sound like I have a list?
It always sounds like he's got a list. Well, I'm sorry. Why would he?
Some of this, so in some of this, when I was getting hit with all of this, I was still traveling. So I couldn't make, like, I've been getting hit for a month straight, right? Not just on this stuff, with other stuff. And I was traveling, and I couldn't address any of it. You know what I mean? I just couldn't address it. I was prepping for debates.
I'll just kind of work my way down through here.
Yeah, I mean.
Oh, I should go grab this one. I should probably get the big orange one. Go get the fucking big orange one, Paul. That'd probably be a good fucking idea. Go get the big fucking orange one. Yep. Pieces of shit. I mean, that's how leftists operate. Yes, part of the operating system. Like it's not a bug; it's a feature, right? One of those things. Have a good night at work. Good a missy miss. Yep. I had one of these come across my feed in my political channel, and I've been pretty much slamming them. Everyone that comes on, I'm like, nope. Here's the full fucking debate. Here's a clip containing the entire premise of the hypothetical and what was said and what the actual argument was about. Of course, people that get mouthy about it, I'll ask him, like, how would you feel if you hadn't eaten breakfast, right? One guy was like, I'd feel hungry because your wife didn't make enough food for breakfast, right? So that's still, I mean, it's dumb, but he definitely engaged with the hypothetical, right? He engaged with the hypothetical. So I was like, Oh, so you do know how a hypothetical works, and you're capable of interacting with one. So you're just lying, right? You're lying on purpose. That's what you're doing. And upon having your there we go assumption of the lungs, and upon having what you think or what you said refuted, you make a personal attack against me. You have absolutely no regrets in making a personal attack. I mean, it shows who you are and what you're about. It's like the lady, the gal who I listed the laws of logic to. She's like, I want to have a polite, logical discussion. Well, then don't lie. Answer my question. Don't go on don't like write 4 paragraphs about something I didn't ask you. Ask the right, answer the questions I've asked you, and then give your qualifier. So just give some out of context speech about your morals and values that are based on nothing more than your preferences. And if they're only based on preferences, they can change and be changed at any fucking minute. Just whatever people tell you to believe, you're gonna believe it. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, it's like you go to their chat to the live video.
Sit their asses in chairs like, watch this, you fucking rat. Watch this so you can learn. Back in here.
Yeah, there's a number of women in the live chat. It's pretty amazing. This event probably should give us enough cinders to clear out the rest of this chest. Oh yeah, yeah. He tried to make. Yeah, another debater, Jim Bob, a guy I like. He's pretty fucking funny. All right. Done the same thing. Just released a completely bogus, edited version of an argument that we're having. You say that he was promoting something akin to SA, right?
I knew that this was going to happen. I guess I kind of relished the fight. I relished the fight. Let's be real. I love this shit. These people make it absolute out of themselves. Out of me. Say, no, it's that bad. Maybe might be upset. I always live.
But either way,
don't try to hurt someone. Destroy it. Yeah, exactly.
yep, why lie? Just make them, just ask them direct, simple questions, expecting a yes or no, right? And they can't, they won't. There's got to be some whole fucking diatribe that goes with it. They can't just say yes or no.
Since in $10, I appreciate it. How come they never make the videos go viral of like paying for that chick's honeymoon with her husband though, after that horrible woman being anti-natalist towards her? How come they never make those clips go viral?
Yeah.
Never want her
Yeah, he was on the Whatever podcast, and one of the OF girls insinuated, I might save that one, that
Left, you ask.
the woman's husband, who was only like 2 years older than her, had groomed her into marrying him when she was young. She got married when she was like 18, right? And so that she was groomed. She was groomed, and she was being abused because she got married young and was having children. Like, just fucking disgusting. Just fucking disgusting. Like, the thing women have done and the way they have operated for all of eternity is now grooming. For all of human history, for all of human history, the thing women have done is now grooming.
That's the easiest way. So, and you can hear all the clips. That's literally my blocking. This, you could
Yeah. 12 minutes.
I have a 20-second clip that I'll send you. Summarizes the entire bit. Actually, all of them said that a woman enjoying that. Oh yeah, you want to hear it? I've been watching the stream for a little bit.
Weasel.
Just like he did with Tim Glad because he had the debate.
Femininity. This is a debate on feminism.
I've been having some kind of that usually passes along. They just work out.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, is like, yes, this for me is not new. You may not know this, Brian. Whatever the volume is of it, is probably
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you did a lot, and I also I've
Come on. People, I think, all right, kind of personal opinion here. It's, based on what I would call personal, right? So it's anecdotal, right? I'm 56, and at no point when I was going to school, at no point were there classes in the normal class. I'm not saying there wasn't in advanced classes or there wasn't a debate course, but at no point was teaching people the laws of logic and how to use reason a part of my schooling, right? And that's like I'd never even heard of like the laws of logic and how they relate to the physical world, right? Never even heard of it till I was a grown ass man, right? And like something so simple and basic as to how the mind works and how you think and how to properly process your thoughts, not being taught is not something that would not happen unless you were not being taught it on purpose, right? On purpose. We're all definitely being made to be fucking stupid, right? And right here's where, oh, what a conspiracy theory. Well, I'm not basing this on the idea that there's like this room with 6 guys in it. And they're like, we're going to make everybody stupid. Like, to this day, do I believe there was a time when the American school system was being made, that the people paying for it, pushing for it, politically, didn't just want to create a bunch of employees at Tom, right? Which is the reason they used the Persian model for public education. The Persians used to create loyal soldiers who would without without a second thought, give their lives for the Persian Empire, for the Ottoman Empire, right? Who would just do the most Hitlerian things in the name of the Ottoman Empire. That was the whole purpose of that system. And when the American public school system was being made, that was the model they used. That they just were like, yep, this is the model we're using. We're going with this. This is how it is. Enjoy it. Right? So I'm not saying they knew the ramifications. They just wanted to get a few extra employees. Right? They just wanted a few extra employees. I'm not saying they were purposely trying to bring the downfall of Western civilization or America or Asia, right? These are just some businessmen who are trying to create a way for them to get more employees, more people capable of working a factory job. That was the whole point, right? It wasn't for the betterment of the entire nation. Oh, I only got 6 minutes left here. I suppose I'll just waddle over to this chest I marked and see if I can collect enough cinders here.
I think this is actually a point where we need more soldiers. You guys, on the defensive, but also on the offensive. I don't know. And I think we need a clip yesterday about some of all of her past shady behavior. And I don't know. You guys just a scumbag and showed a lot of grace during the show. Somebody sent him that TTS. It's him when he was younger, exposing himself, CP stuff, a bunch of praise. He didn't show it back. I don't know. He needs to be responded to in kind. So, yeah, well, with on that, we're on the same page ultimately. This anti-platform campaign against me has never stopped. That's always been the case. So this is not anything. Yeah, not being mindful at all. I remember getting attacked by the rest of them, but then months and months and months. Like this is what they do. Especially
Yeah.
They have these platforms before, they always do that.
They mass report his streams when he leaves them up. If he doesn't move them to a website that's behind a paywall, they mass report everything. Right? If you go to the Crucible YouTube page, all the clips, like he blurps out all cursing, anything that could be considered in any way to be, you know, anything. Like he blurps it out. The grift break. Yeah, surprise. It's bugged, boys. It's bugged. Maybe I can waddle over this one. I got 2 minutes. An obscene profit break. Ugh, God. Gifted membership. Dear Jesus.
It's not proof of anything. Yeah, it's not proof of anything.
You gotta test it on mobile device. You gotta test it on your desktop computer. If you have on your refrigerator somehow, I don't know how to put the internet. Refrigerator. I don't know. If you have an old school flip phone, test it from there. I hope you have a good rest of your stream.
Yeah, I will, man. Thank you for calling in. I appreciate that you got my back, man. I don't bring this next.
Oh, 1 minute.
In some ways, I feel bad.
Legion in 53 seconds. Run over
and I
that.
wouldn't even
Fuck
hurt
is it?
my feelings if he said, you got to step away for a little while or whatever. So because the truth is like he takes a fucking lot of heat for having me on his program, for doing these debates. Even when I don't say anything crazy, nothing, they'll still make it seem like I did, no matter what. They just
might not make it quite in time, but
really just brutalized them.
Something to do till the next one starts, till the next
it's like one of the reasons I
Helltide starts.
He's pretty neutral. He's pretty relaxed, you know what I mean? We're always in the fucking trenches. Like, we're just always in the fucking trenches.
Gotta go past it.
Like,
nope,
this
going the right way.
This is a fucking Friday, you know what I mean? We've been under attack time and time again. And that'll just, that's one of the reasons, by the way.
Didn't get the XP boost, so can't fire XP boost. But whatever. Yeah.
Right this second, making responsible Aaron fucking team right now. We're discussing me and it's like based on what Brian just said, it sounds to me like Torch admitted tortious interference. What all we're trying to do. I shouldn't do that. After you guys hear my you know, I told him he probably shouldn't do the clip out of context either. He did it anyway.
Gosh darn it.
Even though I was very graceful to him. It's like, why listen to me?
Get on the
Just
horsey.
because,
Yep.
I guess they're going to be a lot. I think it's the boys. Testing all over. Man, go get a burrito.
Go get a burrito. Burrito man bad. Pretty much just paying attention to the fucking mini map up there, chasing the little red dot.
Gets a lot of shit. Has always had. Always had his. Josh sends in 10 Crucible memberships. Very kind of you as well.
Nope.
I know. It's yeah, exactly. It's absolutely
Yep.
Based on a complete fucking
Thanks.
Well,
Farewell.
yeah.
that was a nice wrap up before the next Helltide. Nice. Very, very
Yes, he
nice.
has.
Nice. Very
I'm gonna confront
nice.
back. That's how it goes,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
gotta
my
stick
young
together.
sorceress.
Let me get over to the dono chat here, guys.
Oop.
$50 from
So I am
says, "Try
am
Moscow
kind of
Mule with
kind of
Moscow
thinking
Mule
about
Line." Wanted to know, was easier to win over Orthodox Catholics or Protestants?
Yep.
Missed all of her live debate. Wanted ETS. Was really sorry to see his clip live. Nobody believes it. It's because it's a
I
lie.
forge more than
$20 comes in
horseshoes
from
and
Nutty Games.
nails.
Just keep up the fight, Andrew. Supports you 100%. Appreciate that. Nothing against Brian, but you forget he is French, neutral. He's had my back. But don't let these people get away with it. That's the main thing. Fuck these people. They're scum. The more our side begins to cover this with the contextualization, the dumber they're going to look. It's just that there hasn't been a counteroffensive, which is starting.
I should also probably go see if I'm at the point where I can take out this bitchy boo easier. Like the hardest part about her is those little totems, right? It's best to do her with two other people who can just smack those little totems. If you can smack those, it's pretty, like getting her health down where it activates the next animation is pretty easy, and you can do it like after the first one, you can right to the second one and right to the third one, like almost instantly. So they just need to kind of stay in their little spot and kill the totem, and then rotate. I think usually you rotate counterclockwise to the next one, so you guys don't get hit by the ground effects that come out and the little fire beam thing, or you rotate clockwise, counterclockwise for one, clockwise for the other, and just kill that, and then kill her. Like it goes the fastest with 4 people in there. Just mash her the fuck out, right? Simplest way to do it. It's kind of the same way with Duriel too, because the 3 little monsters that come up on every animation break, just stand there and kill your dude. Just kill the little fucker and move on, and then smack Duriel, and then kill the little fucker, and then smack Duriel. This guy I can just pretty much stand in the middle and smack this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. I just haven't killed this one enough to have the animation sequence down, right? The rotation, the boss attack rotation down very well. It can be kind of sketchy. but I have the generals for it. It would probably also be a lot easier with a couple extra people, right? Wonder if he sounds like he's going to do a TikTok invasion. Oh, fucking go do a bunch of these. Just go do a bunch of these. Get some runes. Get a stack of runes. Get a stack of runes. And a bunch of ash. And you finish leveling all these things up. So I have all the damn it, I've done it again. There.
That's that.
The Y button.
That exceeds my funds.
Just tell him Mr.
Get all these
Enigmatic the
leveled
other night.
up. Just because. Just
One of the
fucking
things I
because.
missed
For no other reason.
when the
I don't
crystal
need to.
had
There's no
the
reason to,
vast
really. I don't need them. But just
bunch of other
fucking
fucking
because.
crazy-ass creators who decided that they were gonna lie their asses off and come for us. And we just roasted them
So I
days
do
and days
believe
and days, making them
the only
stupid,
mythic I need for the
right? We countered them.
Avalanche
Get away with
Barbarian
it,
build
and it's here.
is
It's
my
finally
good
in
old
the
Ring of
dumbest
Starless
thing
Skies,
they
right?
have.
The fuck here.
They
Right here, my
fucking lied about the
2-star
entire
Ring of
thing.
Starless
Hey, it's
Skies,
just
by the
open
way.
season now. Open
Right.
season on these fucking
And if I really wanted to, I could
lying
lay
about
in
me, slander me, trying to take
and
me
get
down
the
on
proper
here.
roles,
You're
right?
right,
The proper
right?
masterwork upgrades on it, right? Just do it over and over, like till I get what I want, like I did with this one, right? Because here's the thing: if you don't hit the first one on these and you reset it right away, it's a lot cheaper. It'll cost you way more mats. If you hit it on the first one and the second one, it seems like the chance of hitting on the third one are pretty freaking high. Like I've seen it on a few items. I was right. Like I know, see, these ones are all pretty spread out. Not a lot of yellows, not a lot of orange. See that one? Like I think I hit intelligence first, and then or the barrier, intelligence, and then back to barrier, right? But this one, and I think it's supposed to be intelligence. Well, it's supposed to hit on intelligence on everyone, so I can go through and do that and get a little bit more umph out of the build. There's a lot of stuff I could do. There's a lot of work that can be done. Like this neck, I'm still keeping an eye out for a necklace that comes with either permafrost or flame something. I know it's a fire. I know it's a fire related skill or inner flames, right? Because you want your Uber fix on permafrost, and then you want to hit it once with your masterwork, and then you want to hit inner flames twice. So you have 5 permafrost and 5 inner flames, right? And then intelligence. See, I don't have any. The only thing I got on this is permafrost. I don't even have a necklace with fucking intelligence on it at this point, right? I'm not even sure I have one in my cache. Oh, fuck no. Got 2 of these with intelligence on them.
Our next idiot.
That would probably be the one I would want to.
I hate this man.
That would probably be the one. Like at some point I'll work on it, because the staff where I have maximum life, right? It's supposed to be intelligence, right? Then I have 2. Then I'll have 2 of them with intelligence on to try and roll the proper crit strike chance and lightning spear double damage.
Okay, dude. Yeah, I guess.
For my masterworks. Try and get those big numbers on those before I try and roll crit strike damage on them. Right. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, intelligence, max life, and crit strike dam. So that was basically, the one I have is basically proper. It's just the Uber is supposed to be on the intelligence, not on the max life. Oh, ooh, that was harsh.
Not 35. Do you think that everyone under 35 should lose the right to vote?
Why shouldn't everyone under 35 be able to?
Shit I've ever.
Why shouldn't everybody under 35 be able to be the
Nice, but that's not an argument. That's the most bullshit. That's not a fucking argument against the position. It's just.
And she looked really fucking stupid when she said, "Well, because they're not mature enough to run anything." It's like, right, exactly.
So why should they? If they're not mature enough to run anything, why are they mature enough to vote? That's boomer. No. Why? Like.
She's already eviscerating.
Okay, let's just go. Oh, time. I allowed it to slip my mind. Yeah, let's go here. I am farming mats for my potions and mostly for my incense. Oh, God damn it. You do not know how the buttons work on the game you're playing, that you've been playing for fucking hours. These on fucking end. You still don't know which fucking button to hit. Okay, so. All right, and so we will just drop a pin so I have just kind of a thing to generally follow down in this area, and then we'll work our way back up opening chests, right? I'm sure I'll get plenty of whisper achievements on the way down. Like, how does one of these things constantly confirm his argument, but they're arguing against his argument? Like, what the fuck? Yeah, he did warn him live during the debate in real time that well, I mean, yeah, you said, but the thing is, most of that jewelry is made out of surgical quality stainless steel, so it's not magnetic. Right, like oh, you can't put metal in a microwave. Well, if it's stainless steel, actually, well, no, you can't. That's wrong. Yes, and the inside of your microwave is made out of metal. What type of metal specifically? It's stainless steel. Oh, see how that works? Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but that's the point isn't that you can remove them. The point is that you got them. Yep.
Completely correct about that. I would reopen.
Yep. Whatever she's about to say, she started with "I think," and she obviously doesn't think. So. Let's swing in here. Grab this. Light this business up. Oh! Oh my god, a ball lightning build. Fucking A. I love that build, is so much fun. And I know there's one there. I know I've seen one in the. It might even be a bossing build. And it's what's this build, which is great for pit runs, is not a bossing build. That is a bossing build. Different builds boss. This is like the all-around build. It's for open world, pit runs, da-da-da, for, you know. And it's definitely, I can just stand here and kill shit. I don't even have to move. So everything in a fairly good-sized area around me, without moving. It's awesome.
You can find one of these stats.
You just see Aberrant Cinder, Aberrant Cinder, Aberrant Cinder, Aberrant Cinder. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I got this, and I'm overwhelming at the same time. Before I move on, stat here, and let these guys reap the benefit of all these monsters are spawning in on me.
No. That's not really a choice. It's like, yeah, that's really.
It is. It's totally a choice. Any moment now. Oh, here's my Hellborn. There you go, fellas.
Success. I wonder how big the viewership.
Yeah. Like, I'm lucky. Like, nobody watches my live. Well, my life on Twitch. I might get 5 people that'll watch each episode on Twitch, 5 people on YouTube. But hey, I'm just some fat old disabled guy doing this as a hobby. Just some shit that my grad kids can watch after I'm fucking dead. Right? I mean, Sounds silly. I know. I get it. Egotistical. Like, why would I expect them to actually listen to what I have to say? You know, who knows? Who knows if we'll even have electricity then, right?
Nobody wants to be homeless. It's like, yeah, but they do want to be drug addicts. I love having a house. That to me is choosing to be homeless.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah, that's nice.
As a former drug addict, alcoholic, couch surfing ass motherfucker, I will confirm that this view he has is indeed correct. Yes, that. Yeah, that is the exception to the rule.
It's not. Beans, dummy. Hey, Andrew, thanks for everything you do. Would you consider a chill stream where you talk ChatGPT or AI? These are usually exceptions.
There were choices made up to that point.
Yes, that's the case. There were. Yes, you're right.
Hopeless.
Yeah, I did not get to be not about. I didn't get. You know what I mean? That's the same line. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Shouldn't be mentally ill. Yeah, it's a super very helpful lady. Just because they're mentally ill doesn't mean you should put them in mental institutions.
That's exactly what it means.
Here, I thought that in a mental institution, I don't know, could actually get some help. They could actually get some help instead of,
Oh,
being
Goldie Gold.
on the street
And a room.
and
Nice.
everything else. Rescue. Taking mentally ill people and putting them in a mental institution.
So they don't harm themselves or others. No, obviously not. That's he's engaging in hyperbole here, or right?
The mental illness. No, we're talking about real mental illness here. Severe mental illness.
Let's see.
To wage that
We need to
familially
go
legal
here.
got me broke too, but I can afford to contribute a little.
Then we'll start grabbing our chests on the way back.
Or PTSD, for example.
Interesting.
That the federal government is actually supposed to help people like that. Well, get on the phone. Mute. Excuse me for a moment. I'll be right back. You're just going to have to watch me standing down for a minute.
demons are quiet here. Mostly.
To homeless veterans, it is the case.
Okay, I'm back at it.
If you look at the stats, there are higher
Way behind on
representation
the.
of veterans who are. How much in the way of resources is actually available? Why do you think they maintain that situation? They have some shit for you, the grift, yeah.
They don't have anywhere to just go to the toilet. They don't have anywhere to just go and shower. This man is
What? No! Oh my god.
Isn't insufferable because I'm right? By the way, nothing I've even said has been controversial.
That's because that's what it is. I don't like the way you said that. Yes, what you said is absolutely true, but the way you said it, yeah, no, it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant. Erroneous. Okay, what are we doing? What was I doing? Me. I was doing this. Oh, I only got like less than 30 minutes now to spend my ill-gotten gains. I probably should have cleared out. Go kill that bro, that little dude right there. Oh, come on, Paul. Go around to the corner. Somebody kill him. Oh, somebody killed him already. Bullshit. Yeah, why not? Why would you lie? That's like something I don't understand about, like, even when I was younger, the 80s and 90s, it was a thing where, like, lie about how attractive somebody is, how attractive you are to it. Like, if they ask, just lie. I've never fucking understood that. I'm like, dude, that's not going to play out well. You know, in the end, that type of mentality will not play out at all. Scooch up here. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Even when I was younger, I had kind of a small circle of friends because my brain just like the idea of lying about stupid shit. Right? I'm not saying I didn't, like, especially when I was drunk, like my mouth, but I would just say stupid, like, and I'd be like, and people would obviously people would call me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't know why I said that. That was pretty fucking stupid.
So dark, cold. Please stay. Grandfather was supposed to walk me home.
So far, she hasn't actually even tried to dispute what I just said. Just said, I don't like it. It's so icky. Oh my god, it's so icky. Here it is.
Yep, there's people that move to those areas purposefully because those areas are okay with people doing drugs on the street. Purposefully because the city pays for needles and and sometimes dope, right? It gives them someplace to live so they can just lay around and do dope till they OD. What is wrong with me? Oh my god. Oh, how much time is 17 minutes? I gotta get moving. Maybe if men would just, it's all because of the men. Yeah. No, you don't want people that are way stronger than you on average being emotional and lashing out and shit. It's just not, it is verifiably a bad thing. If they were emotional and lashed out with their emotions more often, it would be better. How fucking retarded? How fucking retarded? I'm trying to pick up as much of. Where the fuck is that? Click on it. There we go.
Learning any of that, but you are capable of emotionally responding to it. Oh, that's gonna really get us somewhere.
Woman proud of. Why not, dude? But that's what it is. Why would you yeah, it would have her crying. Like his wife is far more aggressive with women than he is, right? Far more.
Allow me to come on to defend my views. Comment says, Andrew Wilson here, since you brazenly lie about me, how about a conversation where I'm allowed to have
Greetings.
Go down to that comment and comment underneath it. Also like the comment, but comment underneath it and just ask her, why won't you have a conversation with either him or his wife? Either one. They're going to make these fucking hit pieces. Right?
Not intelligence. It needs to be the intelligence. I already have one of those, I do believe.
Sure you go over there.
Oh, no. Oh. Max Life. Yeah, Max Life. I need to be intelligent. But I can get, yeah, that's a saver. Let's save that one. I can work on that one. I can get a little better out of it. What I got, at least it's got Max Life and intelligence. It might be on the wrong. No, Rachel and Pearl disagree on a number of things.
Sunshine.
Channel's called I guess, and it's just called I Hate This Man.
Let's just stay true to ourselves for a fact.
Go get this one.
So she can say that it's bad for facial music.
Yep.
Without double standards, they wouldn't have any. Can't wait to hear what the big announcement is. I love No One Step Back. Also, the main argument becomes that she wants all that.
It's like Ollie Dobson that actually idiotic threat. These people claim to be trying to help men and doing feminism back. But anybody watching here that knows what feminism truly means, feminism in itself does benefit men.
No, it doesn't. Well, I mean, it gives them access to whores. Like that's about it. It gives them access to whores, but it doesn't give them access to women that are wifeable, that are capable. Come on, Dr. Pin Paul. There we go. Accusations absent evidence. Yeah, and this whole thing too is totally like originally, like when his channel first started, he wasn't hit people up for money nearly as much. It's just that the fact that people did donate, it's like, yeah, sure, I really appreciate it when you guys, there's the dono bar, and it's part of YouTube live chat to donate money to the content creator, and I really appreciate it. But he wasn't even worried about the money to start with, but it became such a popular slant against him that he takes money from people and asks people for money. He's a grifter. It's all just a grip. Nothing he says is real. It's just a fucking grip. You're a moron for believing anything he says. Right now, it's the thing. Now it's like, yes, I grip. I'm just right. I use the money to make me and my family happy. Like buy nice things and da. What is wrong with that? Why is that bad? Fucking it turned into a thing, and he makes a couple grand every single show, every fucking show. Just 'cause he's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking lean into this. Let's like, all right. It's just fucking funny, and he's good at it. Like, it's just something about the tone of his voice when he's grifting, and how he's like grifting but not really grifting, and making it. People just like love that shit. I don't. Fuck, I wish I had the gift of the grift. That'd be fucking awesome. How much time we got? 9 minutes.
Thomas O'Brien sends in $20, says nothing. I appreciate that.
His website is pretty cool. I'm not gonna say it's not. Like, they have a whole selection of what they call the Coon Tunes, which is a bunch of songs that they and their fans wrote, created. Like, there are some of it is like AI stuff, but a lot of it, like, him and his buddies are all musicians. They were musicians coming up, right? And just it's hilarious.
Step back. That you just shouldn't have did what you done. Shouldn't have done what you just
Let's
did.
go kill
Wasn't a
this
good idea.
boss
The
over
task is
here.
done.
He's still alive when I get there. Oh,
Chat. Continue to rift here for a few minutes.
across the bridge here.
Stupids. Wake up, no one step back. All right, mods. Mind at these
Oh, right
$50
there.
worth to Airborne. Thank you for staying on the high road, showing the truth is always right. Step back. We don't need to lie to destroy them. All we need to do is expose the lie. $50 comes in from SA
Yep.
Wizard. Comes in from Wizard again, says, is there any plan to have you put this together? Whatever was happening to you. Yes. $2 from Devin Grizz says, testing. Dono works on super chance. Man, your crystals. Back to you through the signal on Instagram. Can't wait to see it. $5 comes in from Slick Vicky Bobby. Thank you. Anonymous, I didn't choose. You're a millionaire, but Andrew, you're a millionaire in your own mind. Fair. $10 from Sebastian.
That goes back to, there was a YouTuber called something millionaire, right? Master millionaire or some shit. Yes, this. Guy were just a true grifter. This guy, like, totally pretending to have money, living in the hood, in the project somewhere, pretending that he owned the building, and just, oh, it was bad. Okay, next. Oop, over here.
I'm staying the fuck out of that. I got enough shit. Alright? I got enough shit to deal with right now. He's a freshman. I already didn't do that. Henry, you look content. Thank you for putting it out. Over on the Dono chat side, 100. Since Andrew first time making it live.
Yep.
You would know that. So excellent at it.
He is. He's a really good moderator. Like, I've probably been watching his content. I know less than a year. Less than a year. And there's just so much that I haven't seen. As a result of watching his content, I got turned on to other guys in the debate sphere and started listening to their content as well.
A woman hates you.
Oops.
She hates your guts. She says, I hate you. She says, I hate that guy actively. Either one of them is probably
Yeah.
these chicks get obsessed. There seems to be a thin line between I love that guy and I hate that guy. Not a mob, but 260 on the dono chat side.
Oop.
He talks a lot, that's true. She does talk a lot. I know from POCs, the G, I know from G says, you're stupid, it's physically hurt. I can't believe how like she was. Wow. Oh man, no, there's still more.
And there's still more. Pull up. All right. Have cash to go get as well. We have 3 minutes. Let's see how quickly I can do this.
Use it well.
Garbage.
It is done.
Is place intersexual dynamics. They're supposed to actually be.
So you actually
That's me. We're actually achieving. All the time.
advertising the goods. Advertising. I just want some men don't even want to find the fact that they genuinely just see women as objects. Like,
That's a turn of phrase.
Yeah.
You know, like who says, like, you know, most men, if you're out there, it's right. So that. Nothing to do with making a distinction between services and.
I know we talk about this all the time, how women are objectified, and I know a lot of the men watching are probably sick of hearing that. But you have to realize
There's no men watching. All the men watching, like, the only reason we're watching this now is to laugh. No man out there is watching this to get advice from you. They might think they have a chance, right, for something else. Right, if they spend you enough money, they believe they might have a chance. If they white knight for you online enough, they might have a chance at what they're actually easy, right? So, evolutionary biologists call it the sneaky fucker strategy, right? Even if I
I'm not saying that this is true. I don't know. Just get the gut feeling that that's like, it's gotta be.
That was a nice fucking end. That was a beautiful end to that. Right there. Holy shit. Let those last 22 seconds expire. That's totally fine with me. I'll eat those last 200 shards. Here, grab. And oh, the other one disappeared. All right. We'll go grab those for that crystal. Yeah. Yep. And yeah. And then women peer pressure each other to wear said fashions. Pretty funny. Women peer pressure women to wear fucking makeup, right? Men want to know what you fucking look like.
Starting from nothing.
Tell her I'll just do defense the entire time. Where she attacks each one of my views. She can just be on the attack the entire fucking time. I won't even cross-examine once, and she'll still get fucking absolutely obliterated.
Society, many of the decisions we make, such as shaving, dressing, wearing makeup,
Starting to get a stack of these now. Seems like a lot more of these used to drop. Right? It's like a bunch more of these used to drop. Oh, let's see. Yeah, 6. I got so many of those other things too. No, you want to look cute for other women. See, exactly. Yep. Hmm.
Is she actually addressing that? No, she's talking about some fucking, female fucking behaviors or some shit. Has nothing to do with what I even said. So support from Europe. Keep fighting good fights, sir. Love how you make these boys and crazy girls rage. Yeah, it was really funny too. They took another one. They put it out of context on TikTok. It was like, Andrew doesn't want 18-year-olds to vote and has no problem dating one. It's actually the opposite. I was using the dating argument for why 18-year-olds shouldn't vote. If you don't want them to pick their mate,
yeah,
why would you want them to vote? These people lie. I've never seen people lie more. Lie, I've seen that. Lie about. That's true. There's other men who get lied about way more than me, but we get lied about a lot.
Really hard. I don't know if that rant made any sense.
No, it did.
Yep. I mean, and again, she's assuming culture, right? Blank slate culture. That no matter where she goes in the world, the culture is exactly the culture of where she lives. And that would be, and like people would, oh, you're doing the wrong thing, but da da da. No. In other cultures, in other places around the world, if a woman was walking around with that little amount of clothing on, she would definitely be assaulted. 100%. There's no question. Right? In a lot of places in the world, women cannot just go out and go in public on their own without being escorted, without being assaulted. It's just a fact of life. And oh yeah, by the way, those are all the people that they're trying to import to our country. And they wonder why crime and SA and all that is on the fucking rise, right? And then they're like, oh, immigrants do less crime, are less likely to do crime than natural born citizens. Well, when they do that, the trick of this propaganda is that they don't include illegal immigrants in the math. They only include the immigrants who have applied for a visa and have come to the country and are actively trying to get a citizenship in America. Yes, those people commit a surprisingly small amount of crime because they don't want to get home. They don't want their visa revoked. They don't want to get home. They want a citizenship, and they want to be an active part of our society and our culture and our country. So they don't include the people who, number one, enter the country illegally, which is a crime, which means 100% of them are, in fact, criminals. Just mind-boggling. Fucking mind-boggling. Woman prattle.
A woman dressing provocatively and promiscuously.
Okay, where are we going here? Go do another one of these. Oh, let's see. This was the actual point of all this was to farm 9. What in not that many. Bundled herbs, yeah. Probably get lots of bundled herbs from Onslaught's. Fuck, what do they even call Onslaught's? I always forget. Like I play so many different games. These bad boys. Infernal Hordes, which are basically an onslaught. But okay. Drop in here. Well, probably easier to start here and go to here. Whoops.
So if you are naturally linguistic, it's alright because we can't control ourselves. Yeah.
No, that's not what he said. It's not what the fuck he said.
Simple. Why it is that they think that we can't tell the difference between provocative dress and you just happen to be musty in that dress.
There are so many different coins.
We know what the fucking difference is when you're trying to wear something which is cut down purposely to show off your boobs. You think we can't tell the difference between that and you just happen to be wearing a normal outfit and are well endowed? You think we don't know the fucking difference?
More guys at it again, disrupting our ancestors in a foolish attempt.
Fight hard, eh? That same thing. It's advertising that you're available to sleep with. That's the point, right? So how can you really care about it?
I mean, that's again not true about advertising goods and saying, hey, look, I'm dressed scantily, come with me.
It's in the phrase advertising, right? You're advertising your sexuality. That's kind of. What the fuck is that? What the, like, made up shit?
Surely there was no tells. That was the case. Surely everybody's stuck.
Because nobody's ever fucking switched them.
It's simple. Because I was traveling, we sent anything back. There was no more back.
Liar. Fucking yes. I'd never done the behavior she's debating me to release.
So first they'll double down.
Why are you just hiding out over here? Making shit up. Doesn't matter if they go to the club with or without you. See? He makes loot. Makes bang. Why are all these... Like, this is a new... Like, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. making his point again. Why would you want? This is like. It repeatedly agrees with him, but said, no, I don't agree with him, but oh my god. Smoky wasn't bad.
Guys, I appreciate it.
Oh, yeah, I guess so have I. Like, you don't want to go in the horde. He's just double checking. I got that thing in the corner.
With that, I'm going to get out of here. But not before I set up a channel. Let's find out.
There we go. That's what I was trying to get. Get up here.
It's live right now. Anyone?
I am, but I'm not on YouTube, so.
Wait, if you want to see this content, hot video today, we can get you there ASAP. It's the finest way you can support the channel as we gear up. It's live? Okay. Well, I'm out of here then, guys. All of us here in the Crucible, to all of you out there in man.
That happens quite a bit. Cut off his last word. Doodle-doo. See who's live. Oh! You bastards. Bastards. Pop a health. Pop another health. There we go. I'm gonna have to close the app, I'm sure. Close them all up. Close them all up. Oh, thank you, bro, whoever that was. Just skating in there. The Anchorman Show with Matt Gates? I don't think so. Project Veopod. Chris Lestrade. He's South African guy. He's pretty funny. Mm. 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 Upcoming. No. Let's see. Let's see. No. Come on. Sucky. Wasting time here. Oh, suppose pop over and grab that. I don't know why half the fucking chest didn't respawn. Redunculous. Redunculous. Oh, there we go. Doodle-doo. Da-la-doo-doo-doo. There we go. Jesus, what do we got going here? Slay, 75 cultists. Oh, there's one. We can waddle our way there. Hang out here for a second. I was still trying to find something to watch. Just I'm gonna have to watch something with commercials. Kind of suck. See if Rattlesnake's got anything I haven't watched. No. About just what we were talking about, Andrew, the Oliver thing, but not really heard enough of that. I mean, we could listen to the actual debate and him just weaseling on everything the whole fucking time. So we can have it kind of in context, basically. Or we could listen to the debate he had with Jim Bob as well. We also accused of promoting SA. We need to hear somebody different.
It's worth a try, but I feel it's too expensive.
Oh, commercials, that's right. Fuck. Oh, dear Jesus. And the sad thing is, even if I go to like Rumble or something, it's gonna be. I'm too broke to pay for the good shit. Too broke to pay for the good shit, right? Skip. See if I can teleport down there. Oh, there's a slide. Nice. That worked out.
Welcome to a special debate edition. Whatever podcast will be live from Santa Barbara, California. Monetization, so please consider donating. That's the live super chat.
Okay, where I headed? Oh yeah, this way.
Follow the Prime sub if you have one. Sir. So I'm going to love So joining us today is Oliver Niehaus. He's about to graduate from Oberlin College. He's triple majoring in political science, philosophy, and legal studies. He plans to attend law school after graduation. He's also a political commentator and content creator. The main topic for today is have a 5-minute open show. Conversation.
Straw man of feminism is that feminism demands strict electricians, bricklayers, garbage collectors, doctors, members of Congress, and so on. That's not what I'm arguing for, and that's not really what any feminist is really arguing for. Feminism doesn't seek to erase all difference and disparities, but what it does seek to do is remove the unjust barriers that often prevent women from entering or advancing in certain fields due to bias, discrimination, or certain expectations. So let me address a common one. Some argue that if men are suffering, whether it's because they dominate in dangerous jobs, or more likely to be victims of mental crime, or higher suicide rates, just to name a few examples, that patriarchy must not exist. But this misunderstands what patriarchy means. The existence of male suffering does not discredit patriarchy, because patriarchy refers to who holds power, not who experiences hardship. While men are absolutely harmed by many aspects of the patriarchal system, the people in positions of authority
I was just saying there's normally more of those. What do you know? Bam, bam. There they are.
finished, are you?
There we go. That'll keep that going for a while. They do. Yeah, that's not how that argument works. He's misrepresenting the argument. Oh, Jesus. That is the correlation with causation. I'm fucking stupid. The strongest correlate can said to be the cause, though. Fucking dumb. Fuck. The GDP go up. Number go up. One number. This one number. Therefore, good. Yeah. Not get out of here. No, they don't. They don't. But yeah, it's only in these very specific companies under this very specific conditions, right? It's not like something that happens naturally. Sure, they work great if you force them to. What was that? Fight the good fight. Now Bob is making a descriptive right? He's descriptively what he's saying is true. He's not saying he's not inferring an ought or a should. Just that it's descriptively true. This is how things function. Oop.
In other words, it actually appeals to the patriarchy. It doesn't hate it. For instance, on this podcast a lot of times, when you press them on this issue, they actually concede that they'd rather have men in these power positions keeping society going.
Look at that. How many I got? Oh, I might. Maybe if I make my way around here, I might manage to get 100 of these. I got 20 minutes.
Birth rates is a very important topic, whether you blame it on feminism or anything else. Advocate for children, for women to be the next generation of children. Society's
This is a very, very good build for open world farming.
Say in the same sentence, they want rights, obligation for
Yeah, the suffragettes couldn't even convince a majority of other women to vote for rights, to put it right. Businessmen and lobbyists and the suffragettes had to convince congressmen to just create an amendment to the Constitution to give women suffrage because they didn't want it. They had to force it on them. They had to force it on them. Right? Yeah. Like this. Fucking commercial. The guy's gonna misrepresent it. That a descriptive is, not a prescriptive ought. Already got 225. Gotta meander over there. Which it would. It would have to.
Terminate their own children, right?
In my mind, oh yeah. Fuck the human race.
You were appealing to force doctrine.
Yeah.
However, I want you to get is for women as a permission of behavior is going to be permitted and allowed by a tradition of men who don't. Sure. So
What's still got? I'll keep my forge hot. Return soon.
Oh shoot, I'm in the wrong spot. What I was doing. Yes. Super bummed out. That for whatever reason, 10 minutes left. Half the chest didn't spawn in proper. Right? I suppose I could have just quit out, came back in. But I'm not hot. Like, I only got 140 now. 5, 10 minutes. Let's try this really quick. See if I probably some other things not working properly if oh shit. Fucking commercials. Yeah, see, yeah. Had a feeling something was not right. Ah, shit. Well, suppose I'm just going to call the stream here for now. Been 4 hours, been running 4 hours, so I'm going to get up and stretch and do some shit about the house. Maybe make a bite of food and maybe get back on. We'll see how it goes. If I feel like streaming while I'm fucking grinding, I will. If I don't, I won't. Thank you for joining me. If you join me at a later point on Twitch, take the link over to my YouTube page. I have all kinds of videos for this game, for Diablo 3, Resident Evil, Dead Space, Ninja Gaiden Black, some Destiny 2, some Far Cry stuff, right? Yeah. So, even if you don't want to watch stuff over there, if you enjoy catching me once in a while, take the link over there, subscribe to my channel, get a notification when I drop a new video. If you're watching on YouTube, take the link over here to Twitch and follow me here. Get a notification when I go live, and maybe show up and tell me I suck in the chat every once in a while. I will catch y'all later. Have a good day. Oh, swing into Made by Jim Bob on YouTube, The Crucible on YouTube, whatever. The Raging Tomato is a good one. Rob North America, Jake Rattlesnake. There's a bunch of good debate stuff if you enjoy the debate stuff I'm listening to in the background. All right. Now have a good day.